am going to discuss about selection of the research problem. Before discuss about what is the research planning. The research planning means decide the question or issue of studied. That is the setting of objective of the study and determine means achieving those objective. How to those objective and solution to the problems. That is the research planning. What are the planning process? Planning process is there are 5 steps for planning process. The selection of a problem for research, formulation of selected problem, formulation of hypothesis, conceptualizations, research plan or design. Now the selection of the research problem. And the research problem means question or issue to be examined. That is the research problem. What are the sources of the problem? Sources of problem is identify the research problem or develop the problems. For example, some incidents, reading, academic experience, daily experience, exposure to field situations, consultations, brainstorming, research, etc. Those are the sources for the problems. Next one is the process of identification. Process of identification means the first one is selected discipline and the discipline or subject which one purpose to be research may be selected. That is the selection of the discipline or subject. Various subjects are available. For example, economic, commerce, management, technology, psychology, etc. That is the subject. Next one is the democratic, the board area. You selected the subject. Next one is you selected particular area, particular aspects or particular area in your subject. For example, financial management. Financial management, various topics are available. For example, financial leverage, working capital management, etc. That is the in the process of identifications. Next one is criteria for the selection. The criteria, there are two types of criteria, that is internal and external criteria. What are the internal criteria are available? First one is researcher interest. Research interest means the researcher, the educational background and experience. That is the researcher interest. Next one is researcher competence. Competence means the plan of and carry out the study of the problem. How to carry out the problem for the research. That is the researcher competence and the adequate knowledge of particular subject matter, relevant methodology and statistical process. That is the researcher competence. Next one is researcher own resources. What are the resources available for the researcher? For example, the internal and the external financial support and time consuming. Sometimes 6 months project or 1 year project, and the time consuming is very important for the researcher resources. Next one is what are the external criteria. External criteria, first one is researchability. The problem should be researchable. The finding answer to the question involved through scientific method, because very important for the result. So the used through scientific method is important. Next one is important and urgency. Some of the researchers urgent one and important. Which one is preference for the society or agency? That is the important or urgencies. Next one is novelty or originality. The problem must be novelty one and originality. That is the very important for the research. Next one is feasibility. Feasibility means the problem may be new one and also important one. That is very important for the every research is useful for the society. So important and new one is very important. Next one is facilities. Some of the facilities for the researchers for research for library, suitable guidance, data processing facilities is the very important one for the research facilities. Next one is usefulness and social relevance. The research's contribution to body of knowledge or to solution some significant practical problems. So that is the usefulness of the your research. Next one is research personnel. Research personnel means the researcher how to research under the guidelines of professor, research organization, or research officers. That is the investigation is for research personnel for research. Thank you.